Hello and welcome again to CodeRage. In the last session, in my small way, I was evangelizing Delphi. In this session, I'm going to be talking about the Gnostice developer tools for working with PDF documents and electronic formats. And my name is Girish Patil from Gnostice Information Technologies. Here's our plan for this session. We're going to be taking a look at some specific demos for converting reports to different formats, extracting content from PDF documents and saving them to a new file, then digitally signing a PDF document, converting PDF documents to Word documents, and some interactive capability of the PDF viewer from Gnostice Technologies. The flow is going to be like this. So first we will understand specifically what we're going to see in the demo. Then, if required, in the case of digital signing, we will require that. We will look at some fundamentals of the technology itself and then look at the demo of that particular feature. And finally, we'll move on to the big picture and some general information, and finally open out to Q&A. The first feature is about converting reports to different formats. This is a feature that a lot of people ask on the third-party forums quite a few number of times, and although it seems like an ordinary task, it seems like it's quite interesting for users and for developers, because when we get into PDF, a lot of possibilities open up, and the possibilities actually can decide the flow and some implementation approaches of the application itself. So here's what we're going to see in this demo. So we're going to use the eDoc engine product for this to achieve this. What we're going to basically see is how tightly eDoc engine's components are integrated into the reporting tools and what kind of customizability you have and the format support. So let's just shift into Delphi and have a look at this. So, okay, let me bring up the quick report demo here. So, if we just look at the palette for a second, we can see the eDoc engine components, a lot of them, one for each format, and then we have the eDoc engine additional tab where we get to see the interfaces that we have installed currently. So if we have to export a quick report, all we need to do is place this quick report interface component on our report form and then place an engine component, any of the engines that we want to export to. In this case, I've selected the PDF engine. So while we are here, let's just browse through some of the properties of the PDF engine. That will give us an idea of the features as well. So here's the kind of control you have on the document generation. So you can encrypt the document, set passwords, set permissions for the user. Then you can set the document information. You can set compression levels and a whole lot of other properties. So to convert from quick report to PDF, so we drop an interface and then simply select the PDF engine. Now what I'm going to do is this particular demo actually loads from an existing QRP file. Let's just look at the code for that. So this is not necessary, but I want to show the capability of exporting from code as well. So this is how you would do it. Basically this. If you want to do it through the preview, all we need to do is drop these components and wire them up, and automatically the save option comes up in the quick report preview. Now I have these applications running, so let me just open them up. So I have a simple quick report loaded. I'm going to just click export, and this is how you will see it. So all the options for the formats you have allowed exporting to. Now let me put all of this into a single folder so that we don't mix up the files. Okay, I'm getting mixed up here itself. Okay, so let me just put it into this folder and say output QR. So this is the automatic or the built-in edoc engine dialog that comes up, which we can switch off if we don't want to show it. Let me just click OK, and the report in PDF should just come up. Yeah, there we are. So likewise, for several of the reporting tools, Delphi's standard reporting tools, if we just go up here into the edoc engine folder, installed folder, go into source, and then we can see the support for other Delphi third-party tools that edoc engine has. We can very easily export to from all of these tools to the format supported by edoc engine. Let's just quickly look at this one. So this is a report builder demo using edoc engine, and click export. So I'm already in that folder. Let's say output RB. Save it. The same dialog comes up. I'm just going to leave it at the default options, and here we are with the report in PDF. Okay, let's actually get back and see something more interesting. Okay, so on to our next demo. This one is an actual customer requirement that came up at our support. So the customer wanted to translate an existing PDF document into different languages, and we wondered how we could do this, and we came up with, surprisingly, it was actually quite easy. PDF Toolkit provides the capability to extract content from a PDF document, all the elements on a page, including their properties, their positions, their font, and so on. So we could use this feature. Simply, there's one method, which is the getPageElements method. We will see that in a short while. So we could extract all the content, present a dialog to the user to enter new text, and then write text into a new PDF file to have the translated PDF document. So let's go now step into the demo. So this is the one. Let me just show you this form for a second. Okay, so we called it the PDF element editor because it actually shows up, it brings up all the elements in a PDF page and presents it to the user so that the user can do things on it. Let me just show you how to get the elements. So this is just one function call, getPageElements, pass the page number, and then give the kind of elements that we want to extract and the list that we will get the elements into, and that's it. So once we've got this, we can process the list and do what we want with it. So let me show you the input document that we're going to use for this, so that we can confirm that we're able to extract the elements from that particular file. So this one. Okay, so this is the PDF document consisting of 15 pages. Now let's just load it up through our element extractor demo right here. Okay, let me just run this again. So provide the file and say load. So you can see the update of the elements. So these are all the text elements, and then the images. Since there are no images in this, there's nothing showing. So we can change the page number and load the new stuff. So we can see it was actually descriptions of all our products, all the Gnostice products, and that's what's coming up here. Load page again, so we can see that changing. And so once we have done the changes, we can easily save the document, and let's just look at how we would do that. So save, it's pretty simple. All we need to do is so there are two functions. One is save to file and save to stream. So we have support for streaming as well. So we can choose what we want to save it to. Okay, so let's move on to the next demo, because there's a lot of interesting stuff which I want to show. Okay, this is the big feature that's been added in the last version of PDF Toolkit. Now, before we get into the demo of digital signing a PDF document, or digitally signing a PDF document, let's just look at what this whole thing about digital signing is. So first of all, we can look at a digital signature, or digital signature as we can compare it to a handwritten signature on a printed document. Only this time the digital signature is specific to computers, so that they can verify the signer. And it's similar to placing a handwritten signature on a document. So humans recognize that. In the case of computers, you place a digital signature for computers to recognize that, okay, this is from a particular person, and so on. So why sign? Again, we can take the analogy of signing a check. Basically, the bank knows that we have actually issued this check. The same way, computers can find out that a particular document was created or sent or authenticated by a particular person. And some very one particular feature of digital signing, which was actually news to me, was when we were first looking at it, was for digital signatures, or for digitally signed documents. If a document is digitally signed and sent across to the sender, then it's quite hard for the sender to say that I did not send it. especially when timestamping servers are used, we can even verify the time of signing of a particular document. So a library, a developer toolkit that needs to work with or support digital signing has to generally support the following functionality to be a full-fledged toolkit for digitally signing PDF documents. And of course, we are looking specifically at PDF documents here. So first of all, it needs to support the standards. So there are different certificate encoding standards that the library needs to support. Then there is the ability to sign an existing document by taking the certificate file. This is again a standard which is called the PFX file. So it should be able to do that. It should be able to take that with a password and be able to use that certificate in that file to sign the document. And then there is the certificates can be in certificate stores, so the library should be able to take that as well. In the case of PDF, digital signatures are placed inside special form fields. They're known as signature form fields. So a library that supports digital signing should be able to place empty form fields so that you can request signing from others when you create PDF documents. Likewise, there is verification. That's an important functionality that the library has to support, and then retrieval of some information, whether the document is signed or whether it was modified after signing, and so on. Okay, let's look at this demo. So what we're going to do is very simple actually. Right now in PDF Toolkit, the low-level stuff for digital signing has been implemented. The basic plumbing is in place, and we will slowly or incrementally be providing all the capability that I just showed here into the toolkit so that we have full-fledged support for digital signing. Right now in this demo, we will take a PDF document, an unsigned PDF document, use a PFX file and sign it, and also look at the code for doing that. So signature demo, we'll open up that and then just have a look at the main form. It's a very simple one. So when we say sign, okay, the code is checking for all those options, and finally this is what happens. So add signature using the file that has been set by the user and the password provided, and saving the document. So first of all, load the document, sign it, save it. I have it running here. Don't worry about the icon that's showing. It was just an old project that was loaded. Okay, so now I'm going to take this document. Let me also show you that for a second. So this is the document. It's not signed. You don't see any symbol. We'll know that in a second, how to recognize a digitally signed document. Okay, output file. I will say output signed in the output folder. Okay, then the PFX file, I have one here created specially for me, and okay, I can reveal this password. It's just the company name, Gnostice. And so the location for, since I said it was a form field that you need to place a signature. So these are the properties for the form field. So if there is no form field, it's possible to place a signature without a form field. So in that case, the signature will not be visible on the page, but there will still be a signature entry. Okay, so let's sign this, and it's going to open automatically. So we can see the document opening, output signed, and as you saw, this new section comes up in the reader to tell us that the document is signed. Now it also says that the signature is valid. If you click on it, some more information about the signature can be got. So that was the name of the person, timestamp, and all kinds of other details. So on to our next demo, and this is a very interesting one. This is actually a preview of the new technology that is coming up in the Gnostice offering. So converting PDF documents to Word documents. Now you might be aware that PDF was really not meant for editing, or the format was not designed for editing. It basically was designed to represent a printable page. In fact, all the page contents in a PDF document are very similar to a tcanvas or GDI draw commands. So when you have to convert a PDF document to a Word document, it's not at all easy, because you want to make sure that what the user would recognize as a table is all lines and text in the PDF document. So the converter has to be able to recognize all kinds of elements like that, and make it into a table. So a table should be converted to a table. Paragraphs should be handled, and alignments, and newspaper style columns, and so on. So let us see how far we have come in this particular challenge that we took up. Okay, let's go into the demo and see that. Okay, again, I have it running. It's a very simple one right now. I won't be able to show any code for this. I'm going to just provide the input file to show the capabilities. We have some documents created with all kinds of elements. So let me open this up. First of all, let me show you the document. Okay. So this is the document. So it has all kinds of paragraph alignment, columns, and tables, and so on. And let's see how we can convert this, how good the conversion is. Okay, maybe I've done it before. Okay, let me just convert it to a new file. Save it. It should be converted. So we chose only the first page. Let's go and see how good the conversion is. There. So it's not bad. It's taken care of all the text alignments, the paragraph formatting, because in the PDF file it would have just been individual lines, kind of like text outs for individual lines. So all of this has to be grouped together. So now it's a conveniently editable document. That's the important point here. So even the alignment, as you can see, the alignment has been set. So left justify, right center justification. Columns also have been recognized, and even tables. Okay, so we expect to put this out very soon. I will give information about that in a moment. Okay, so finally, this is our final demo for this particular session. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Okay, so what we want to do very quickly is see a few capabilities of the PDF viewer. So I'm just going to do one thing here to show the interactive capability of the PDF Toolkit's PDF viewer. I'm going to open up a file and then select a particular region and then insert a link for the region that I selected. Okay, so let's go see first the code for it. Okay, so let's see. Okay, what we're doing is, so first of all, PDF Toolkit's viewer provides some events to track mouse activity, and that's right here. So there's a centralized event provided in PDF Toolkit's viewer to actually check for all kinds of mouse activity that's happening. So whether there's a button down, button up, is it moving, is it selecting? So we don't need to handle separately the up and down and set a flag and so on and know that it is in selecting mode and so on. So that PDF Toolkit's new mouse activity event provides that for you. So what we do is when there's a mouse up, when we detect a mouse up, that is when the viewer has been clicked and dragged and released using the mouse, we save the coordinates and then pop up a dialog where we will show some options, and then once we show the options, for example, for inserting an annotation, this is the code. We just need to create an action for that particular annotation. In this case, since it's a link annotation, the action would be a URI. There are various types of actions. So, okay, that's the only property that we need to set for this particular action. It is in fact the URI action itself, so that's the only property that it has. And then we need to call the insert link. So this is actually a procedure that we have written right here. Okay, for some reason it's not okay. So insert link annotation. Okay, right here. Okay, looks like some background activity in the IDE. Let me come out. Okay. Right, so all we have to do is create a link annotation like this. So there's a special type for it. Set the properties and then simply call the document's insert annotation method, passing the link annotation and the page number where we want the link So all the properties of the area are specified by setting the bounds of the link annotation. Now let's just run this and see. Okay, let me close this. I don't need it anymore. Okay, now, so what I'm going to do actually, so I have loaded this document already. Let me just go here. So the input document is here, which is this one, which is loaded right now in the viewer. So let's select a region, and the pop-up should automatically appear. Let's say insert annotation. It happened in the background. Now this is a default dialog that PDF Toolkit throws up. Again, we can switch it off if we don't want to see it. And I will say open after save, so that we can see the document with the new element. Okay, so that's here. So we selected the region and said insert this particular link annotation with the properties that we gave, and so this has become now a link annotation. Okay, so that actually completes the list of demos that we had. What I would suggest is you should really download the product to see the full capabilities of it. I really had to rush through a lot of stuff because there actually is so much to show. So if you go here, first of all, eDoc engine, there's a whole huge set of demos provided for you for each of the third-party tools, and then document creation examples. And if we go to PDF Toolkit, again, there's another big set of demos there. Okay, let's get back and see what else we have. So, yeah, this is actually, when I thought of this presentation, I thought the big picture should be shown first, but then I changed my mind because it would not make sense until people are connected with these specific solutions to actually talk about the big picture. So you saw some capabilities of the Gnostice products just a few moments ago. So this is how it's actually panning out to be. Now, at the core of the technology are the file processors for each document format. So these are very specific to the document format, and they know about a particular document format and can communicate with the document format in the document's own types and language, if I can say that. And then we have the user layer, which are the engines. So we use the engines for creation. So right now there is support for creation in all of the engines. We have support for manipulation in the PDF Toolkit product. So all of this functionality that is coming through the processor is going to be exposed through these engines, so that with a single component you'll be able to create, manipulate, extract, do all kinds of things with that document with one component. And then we have the file converters technology. Again, we have kept it as generic as possible so that we can handle any kind of new formats that come up. So once we have implemented this file processor and the formatter is already implemented for the PDF to Word conversion, so we simply send it through this formatter, the input document, the converter creates the appropriate background processor and then passes it through, or rather calls on formatter to give it the formatted information or formatting information, and then finally the output document is created. So there are other libraries that will be part of this bigger picture, and it's already there now in some bits. And of course, we are looking at a multi-format viewer that can view any of these formats. And we saw also the third-party tool support, which is already there to export third-party reporting tools to document formats. So this the new one that's coming up is actually we've called it the Extreme Dev System. So just a brief introduction about this Extreme Dev System. So it's a complete set of tools that can work independently and interact with other third-party components, Delphi standard components, and the components of the system itself to make it as easy to solve application functionality implementation related to document processing. So when I say document processing, it means doing whatever you want to do with a document, whatever you want to do with a document, which is reading, writing, manipulating, viewing it, and so on. So that's the Extreme Dev System that's taking place right now. So what you get is all the document processors, viewers, editors, printing components for the different documents, and conversion tools, and other capabilities like digital signing, and some other new tools as well, design time, productivity tools as well. Okay, so the Extreme Dev System is going to be offered as a subscription, and the one that's going to be initially available is the Extreme System VCL Universal Subscription, and that's going to include the current products, the future products that are being worked on right now, and I have some timelines for you. So eDoc Engine 3 is happening really. We're quite busy on that right here. So that's happening in September, October. Then there is eDoc Engine 3.1, which is planned for a little later, which is going to have the Office XML format support. And PDF Toolkit is going to keep adding functionality to the digital signing side of it, and a lot of other optimizations as well. And then we have then after all this, of course, it's going to happen parallelly. The new the successors of eDoc Engine, that is, right now eDoc Engine can only create documents, and PDF Toolkit can manipulate PDF documents. So all this is going to be put together, and you'll be able to do all of the you'll be able to achieve all of the functionality in a single component. For each format, of course, there's going to be one separate component. And then we have the converter that is coming up, which you just saw a preview of later in towards the end of September and beginning of October. And we are also going to have a many-to-many file converter, and of course, as I said, some design time tools. So here's what you get. So it's a complete set of tools for working with electronic documents, and the way we are looking at it, as you saw, is quite a challenging goal that we have set ourselves to handle all those formats, give interoperability between those formats, and convert and view and edit in a single viewer, and so on. So the subscription is valid for 1 year. You get a minimum of the already listed tools that I just spoke about, and then you have some new tools coming up which we will be revealing soon. The other important thing is it's all native Delphi code, just drag drop simplicity, and then you get source code with this for all the runtime components. Support is free for a whole year. The license is perpetual. You don't need to review your subscription if you don't want to at the end of the first year. And the licensing has been totally simplified. There are no restrictions on what kind of application you can develop. And yes, so again, this is something I'm really happy about. The value that we are giving, the increasing value that we are able to give, and the constantly increasing value that we are able to give to our customers now. And you can see that all of this until the September 25th is available for just $649, the annual subscription. The regular rate would be $849, and yes, renewal also wouldn't be much of a damage on anybody's pockets. So yes, I am actually quite excited about the things that we are planning and doing right now, and we're going to see more of a lot of good things. Again, just to have one more look at the big picture. Okay, so here's a special offer. You can just go over to the this page, www.Gnostice.com/CodeRage.asp. You will get the information about this special offer, then the information about the last session as well, the source code for it, and also some information about the XDM dev system. Okay, it's time to sign out. Thank you, and hope you enjoyed it. Please do download the demos and try them out, and do email us so we can really see what things we can do, what problems we can solve more for you. Thank you.